Welcome to day 7 of a week of Drool-worthy Slow Cooker Meals. Today I'm making garlic Parmesan chicken. I'm going to start by searing my chicken. I put some oil in a skillet. Once it's heated, I place the chicken thighs skin side down in the skillet. Add salt, pepper, and garlic powder to both sides. And for my cast iron fans, I don't think this is a name brand skillet. It has no markings on the bottom. It is an old skillet, and I've used it more than any of my other skillets, mainly because it's the first skillet I've ever owned. I quit cooking for about a year after I had the big virus in 2020. If you go back through my videos, there was a time where I wasn't cooking and Steve was doing the cooking for me, which was kind of entertaining. But I quit mainly because my brain quit working and I was so tired I couldn't do anything. And I would forget that I had something cooking and I would almost catch the house on fire, so I just quit cooking. I was using this skillet one day. I removed it from the stove and I placed it on a cloth pot holder. And I'm telling y'all, my brain quit working. I'm not joking. Well, the next morning, I go to cook some eggs for breakfast. I place it on the stove, let the skillet heat up, and the next thing I know, there's flames coming from under the skillet. The cloth pot holder that I had set it on the day before was seared to the bottom of the skillet. And then I put it on the hot burner, and well, long story short, I got the fire put out. I had to scrape the pot holder off of the bottom of the skillet. Then I had to scrub it down, but it hasn't been quite right ever since then. It cooks fine, but the bottom still needs some work, I think. I should have been videoing trying to cook with the virus brain. That would have probably been more entertaining than my cooking videos. I burnt a lot of meals. Okay, back to the chicken. Just cook it for about 3 minutes on each side. You don't have to do this step. You can place it straight in the crock pot if you want, but I like the skin a little browned and seasoned, so I do this step. I've scrubbed and rinsed 2 large russet potatoes, and I've also sliced them. This recipe calls for 24 ounces of baby potatoes. Steve did not care for the baby potatoes as much as he likes russets. I used the baby potatoes in the whole chicken recipe, but since he didn't care for them that much, I'm using russets in this recipe. So I'm placing those on the bottom of the crock pot. And if you prefer things a little more bland, and then you can skip these extra seasonings I'm about to add, I'm going to add 1 clove of garlic chopped, 1 teaspoon of onion powder, 2 teaspoons of fresh thyme, half a teaspoon of salt, and a half a teaspoon of pepper. And then I take 2 tablespoons of butter. I cut the butter into slices and I place it in different areas across the potatoes. Then I'm going to place the chicken thighs on top. And next, I'm going to add 1 bottle of Italian dressing. You could probably add a half a bottle if you want, but I just go ahead and do the whole bottle. It will have flavor from the Italian dressing. That's why I said you could skip those extra seasonings that I added if you wanted to do that. I like a little more flavor than just what the Italian dressing gives, so I added a little extra. So you want to cover and cook it on high for 4 hours. Now I've done this recipe on high for 4 hours and also on low for 8 hours. I think it does better on high. On low, the potatoes seem to get soggier. So I always just say, if you're going to cook this one, cook it on high for 4 hours. I always sprinkle it with Parmesan before serving, but you can add Parmesan in while it's cooking as well. I'm removing everything from my crock pot, and I have a mason jar to store the broth mixed with the dressing. I will store this in the fridge, and tomorrow I'm going to heat this up and pour it over some pasta for another meal. Now you can add a little shrimp or a little chicken, and you'll have a delicious pasta for lunch. I loved all the flavors in this meal. I enjoyed it more than Steve did, though. He is not a big Italian dressing fan. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment on each video, starting from the introduction video in this series to be entered into the 3,000 subscriber giveaway. You can watch the introduction video for more info on that giveaway. Also, I will be compiling all of the videos together into one long video that we'll post tomorrow. At the beginning, me and Steve will be discussing the meals and numbering the meals in the order in which we like them. I'm compiling them all into one long video because some people prefer everything all together. On Saturday, September 23rd, I will be doing a drawing to determine the winner of the giveaway. It's not going to be a live, so you do not have to be present to win. I'll give you all the details of that in the video, but I'll post the video of me doing the drawing and who actually wins the drawing. Then you'll have 48 hours to contact me to claim your prize. I hope y'all enjoyed this series. Monday, I will be back to bird watching for those who like my bird videos, so stay tuned Monday for that, and then next Wednesday will be another cooking video. Thanks so much for watching, and y'all have a very blessed day.